For the benefit of Andre, the guy behind the camera, PayPal, please, and subscribe. I'm going to quote Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of Great Britain. "We will trust the judgment of the British people and no longer criminalize anyone who chooses not to wear a mask." And he said, "We want to protect liberty and avoid the restrictions by relying upon medical advances instead of lockdowns." My guest today is Roman Baber, who was a Conservative MPP in Ontario. He's been an independent for a year, and he is firmly against restricting liberty. He joins me right now. So you don't like lockdowns?
No, look.
Are you against all the medical advice?
Look, Stephen, I was here a year ago, and you told me, once we're out of lockdown, shortly or in a couple of months, and look, here we are a year later, even though both of us have done what was asked of us, and yet the goalpost moved again. Good announcement out of Britain this morning by Boris Johnson. Of course, there's some suggestion that part of that announcement was motivated by the fact that he was caught having a bunch of parties over the holidays.
No, you wouldn't blame a politician for trying to defer the attention on some minor thing. And you wouldn't suggest that Justin Trudeau is out there dividing people to compensate for his lack of economic expertise.
The language from the Prime Minister is unconscionable. The fact that he is now out there pitting Canadians against one another at a time of national crisis, you'd expect better from a Prime Minister.
Well, he has to deflect, though.
Yeah.
And Ford has to deflect.
It's not unusual for our political leaders to say one thing and do another. Just like Boris Johnson, Doug Ford was caught driving to the cottage when he shouldn't have, making cheesecake at his mom's house, having his daughters over for Mother's Day when most of us weren't allowed to do the same. And so, but I prefer not to look at it as a liberty argument, but instead as a public health argument. Because 2 years later, we keep repeating the same mistake, thinking that we can arrest a very transmissible virus and hurting people in the process, because now it's clear, without any question, that the lockdowns have a deadly effect on their own.
There's no question. A number of people will say that there are more people who have expired, died, because of the lockdown, lack of surgeries, other things, than have died because of COVID.
If I may?
Go ahead.
So that's an argument that I made that got me expelled out of caucus. I argued that lockdowns are deadlier than COVID. And now we see a year later a lot of evidence to that effect. The Canadian Medical Association got a report from Deloitte saying that more than 4,000 Canadians already died from delayed surgeries. Ontario canceled 300,000 of them, and we're going to see the effect of that come in. We saw a report on overdose. Overdose increased year over year by 80%, more than 3 times of the increase in overdose alone is 3 times greater under age 50 than all people that died under age 50. 1 million cancer screenings missed. The toll is unthinkable.
The toll is unthinkable. You're absolutely right, Roman Baber. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. Thank you very, very much for watching and for engaging in the 3 minutes, which will carry you through most discussions for the day. 2022 is going to be a very, very tough year. Stay with us. Please tell your friends to subscribe and PayPal. Thanks.